Hey guys, welcome back to today's How Not to Behave. So, I was scrolling through the absolute dumpster fire that is Reddit, and guess what I found? Yep, it's the same Karen I roasted in my last video. If you missed that, check it out. It's about this woman getting arrested not once, but twice in 1 week for the exact same thing. But hold on, because there's a plot twist. Between those two arrests, this genius did an interview. Today? Yep, we're diving into that interview. Let's go.
I walked in, and the lady who was at the door said, do you have a mask? I said, no, thank you, I don't need one. And she says, well, you need a mask. Here's a mask. I said, no, thank you, I don't need one.
So, this Karen walks into a store and someone offers her a mask, right? She's like, no thanks, I'm good. Excuse me? Karen, do you even know how this whole society thing works? When a private business says, hey, mask up or you're out, it's not optional, it's their rule. But, of course, Karen thinks she can do whatever she wants, typical.
And I'm standing on my little red dots. So she's like, ma'am, you have to leave. I said, I just want to close my account, I'm going to get my money, and then I'll leave. I can't go through the drive-thru. I'm pulling the rig. So she says, well, if you don't put a mask on or leave, and I'm calling the cops. I said, well, do what you have to do.
So, they tell her, you need to leave or we'll call the cops, and what does Karen do? She basically says, do your worst. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out in her favor. Yeah, Karen, they did call the cops. How'd that turn out for you?
So, there was a lot of people in the bank. They only had one teller going, so it took a while. If they had been faster, I could have been gone already.
I live for moments when people like Karen blame everyone else for their own stupidity. She's over here saying the bank tellers are too slow as the reason she got arrested. Seriously, lady? If anything, this makes me appreciate her arrest even more. You're a walking disaster, Karen.
But, so I'm like next in line, and all of a sudden this cop shows up, and you gotta put your mask on. I said, no, I don't. It's my civil rights. I do not have to wear a mask. There's no law that tells me I have to wear a mask. So I said, your governor just opened it up. Everything's good. I have rights.
Okay, so these masterpieces of Karendom took place in Texas. And yeah, the Texas governor did lift the mask mandate for public spaces. But guess what? Private businesses still have the right to ask for masks. They don't owe you anything, Karen, including respect for your imaginary civil rights.
Ma'am, this is private property. If you don't put your mask on, then I'm going to arrest you. I'm like, I'm almost up there. Let me do my business. And then I'll be gone.
Admitting you resisted arrest on camera? Yeah, that's real smart. But then again, we're not exactly expecting brilliance from a Karen, are we?
And so he's trying to grab it again, and I had a little, I call it a tushy bag, where it's a little purse that you wear around your waist.
Oh, and let's talk about her fanny pack for a second. Classic Karen move. It's like a storage unit for stupidity. I bet she keeps her 3 brain cells in there, along with her extreme sense of entitlement.
So, anyway, I'm telling him, don't touch me, and he's trying to grab my arms and trying to reach me behind, and then, so like I'm trying to get away from him, heading towards the door. Anyway, he's trying to pull me up on my feet, and I said, just a minute, I'm trying to get up.
Nothing beats the self-owning moment when Karen tells everyone, I don't need a mask, I'm not sick, and then, coughs, right into the camera. Classic. Like, that's exactly why you need the mask, Karen. Nice try, though.
The minute I got my foot under me, he's like, stand up. I said, I think you broke my damn foot. While I was on the ground, I'm looking up at all the people in there. I'm like, are you serious? Not one of you people are going to stand up for me. I'm a 65-year-old woman, and this man is throwing me on the ground.
And here's the kicker, this woman is 65 years old. 65. She's not a child, but she's acting like one. This 65-year-old lady is having a full-on tantrum like a 9-year-old. It's honestly embarrassing.
Yes, so they had to wait for the ambulance to get there. So, and I'm handcuffed back, and he's like, got this so tight on my wrist. I've got bruises and cuts and wounds all over. My ribs hurt. My neck hurts.
Cool story, Karen. But do you know why liars laugh after lying? Because even they find it funny that you might actually be buying their __.
Everything you went through, what interested them usually for the mask?
Did I know this guy was going to be crazy?
You're completely missing the point. The question isn't whether the officer was crazy or not. He's asking if, looking back, things would have been easier if you'd just worn a mask for the 15 minutes it took to withdraw your $4.20 and close your account. Instead, you refused, got denied service, police were called because you wouldn't leave, and you ended up arrested for trespassing and resisting.
And let me tell you, if I asked you to put a bag over your head because I'm afraid of your breath, would you do that?
Are you stupid or something?
This might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard a Karen say. Putting a plastic bag over your head and suffocating yourself is not the same as wearing a mask. One will kill you. The other actually helps the people around you.
Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? I have civil rights. This whole pandemic thing is a joke. And they've got people so scared to death, so paranoid. No, I do not believe it. I know for a fact it's real.
Let's just be thankful you're the queen of your trailer park and not head of surgery at a hospital, because this living catheter just said COVID is fake, then immediately said she knows it's real. Let's hear the logic.
If you guys would do your research, there was back in, I think it was March or April of last year, Houston, all the doctors came out that were treating all the COVID people, and they were livid. They're saying, we have a cure. We have a cure for this. Everybody that we have given this to, it works.
A few patients drinking fish tank cleaner and recovering does not magically turn into a scientific study.
You don't think that there ever was a pandemic? You don't think that?
I think it's the flu. The flu. I had it last January before it was the COVID.
I've seen countless Karens claiming they had COVID in January 2020, when the entire US had fewer than 15 cases that month. I've now seen about 50 videos saying this. So please, Karen, make it make sense.
I was sick for 3 weeks. I was really exhausted. I ate a bunch of vitamins, took my vitamin D that I take every morning.
So let me get this straight. You take vitamin D, vitamin C, and all these supplements every morning to stay healthy, yet you still got sick in January 2020?
I would think that, I just, fortunately, I haven't had it, but I know people that have. I mean, if I had it, it would make me more, I gotta wear a mask. You know what I'm saying?
No. Do you wear a mask for any other flu? Do we shut down the whole economy for any other flu?
COVID-19 is not the flu. I know you read online or saw in your favorite Facebook group that symptoms were flu-like, but they're two different viruses. And it's because of self-entitled Neanderthals like you, who refuse masks and reality, that the economy is where it is today. So get in line or get __.
Yeah, they released the body cam.
So, exactly. And you know what? She told me on the phone, she says that was not police department. That was a private security guy. I said, well,
it was the Dallas police.
That's what you just said. But she lied to me. Why would she do that? Is she trying to cover stuff up, right?
No, Karen, nothing's being covered up. You were arrested by the police, unless bank security now drives police cruisers. Let's roll the replay.
Morning, Guthrie. Yeah, they say that they have a warrant for your arrest.
That's not what they told me. She said wow, So they can still come and get me, huh?
If you have a warrant, you can be arrested in the United States. That's how __ works. And I love how this Karen didn't even know she had won until the interviewer told her. Perfect timing. As the camera zooms in on that moment, she realizes she's getting arrested again.
Zooms right in on her face to catch that awkward moment when Karen realizes that any day now she's going to be arrested again.
Wow, so they can still come and get me, huh?
Yeah, they put out a person.
So when I called her and I said, I received no paperwork, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And she goes, ma'am, you're not arrested. You're arrested, you'd be in my jail.
That's not necessarily how it works. Sometimes police detain you, get your information, and finish their investigation. If that investigation leads to a warrant, then a warrant gets issued. In this case, you claimed your foot was broken and needed medical attention, but the hospital released you with no injury. After that, cops said nope, now you're going to sit your dumb ass in jail.
Right, but I mean, they're publicly saying they have.
They're also, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that's just to keep you off the trail of what happened. I don't know. Because I'm going to be right here at this trailer park.
Trailer park behavior checks out. And yeah, I rag on trailer park troglodyte Karens a lot, maybe because I grew up around trailer parks. In my experience, there are two types of people: respectable folks who enjoy affordable living and community, and then these self-entitled, __ looking for drama, acting like their septic tank doesn't stink.
So if they want to come and find me, I guess I'll deal with that. Maybe they'll beat me up again. I don't know.
Just last question. I mean, in every situation, find something, right? And I get what you're saying. You're absolutely correct. No one in Texas has to wear a mask.
Right.
But when you do, but a private business, they have the right, just like they have the right to say, go shoot.
It's not like I'm going in there shopping.
If you could, then again, this is all.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I would not change a thing. I'm not going to put a face diaper on because everyone is paranoid of something that is not real.
You walk in without a mask and say, I'm special, I don't need one, I'll be quick. Then the next person says, she's not wearing one and getting served, so I won't either. Then another follows. Before you know it, everyone wants to be the special case. Karen, you're not special, you're an idiot.
Even after all this, you're not going to win.
Sir, I am not going to wear one. I put it on in the hospital because there's sick people in there. You never know.
Oh, it's not real? Try telling that to the 562,000 families who lost someone to COVID this year, mine included. Clip 25, rewrite. Oh, the irony. You'll wear a mask in a hospital because sick people are there? Since this pandemic began, about 31 million Americans have tested positive for COVID-19, with roughly 50,000 new cases every day. Guess what, Karen? Sick people are everywhere. Wear your mask.
So,
Corey, I appreciate you telling this. I really do. I wish you the best for you.
I wish that you would go find that footage from the people that cured everybody and had the cure, and then all of a sudden, because it was hydroxychloroquine, it's a no do it. You guys need to do your research. I'm telling you, it's out there.
Am I the only one who finds it ironic that this Karen trusts a couple of doctors in Houston treating a few patients with malaria meds over the entire body of science and the most rigorously tested vaccine in human __ history? This Karen spells logic with a stupid T.
I just want to be very clear with you in your situation, okay? The gouts they sit out the body for every loose out. They sit out of.
Okay, so here's my question. Here's my question. Why do you think they're doing that if they release the body? Why do you think they're doing that? No, and I want you to think.
I don't know, Karen, maybe because you might do an interview claiming police brutality when none happened. Body cam footage is public information, so instead of dealing with thousands of requests from media and random people online, they got ahead of it and released it to everyone.
When you you look at the video, it's like, it's not, I guess you could call it might be a little manhandle-ish, I guess, in a way, but it's like, I mean, he makes it clear to you that this bank wants you can only come in the bank if you wear a mask.
And I had been in the bank for probably, 15 minutes, right? So all I had to do was do my business.
Oh my God, you're still missing the __ point. It's not about the few minutes left when the officer arrived. You weren't finishing anything anyway because they weren't going to serve you. It's about the 15 _ minutes you stood in line without a mask, refused to leave when asked, and deserved to be arrested for criminal trespass and resisting arrest.
And it's not like I went in there shopping to buy something and they have my money. They have my money.
They have my money. Ever heard of an ATM, Karen? Alright, this is where we end it. This Karen is dumb as __, and I've got 5 words for her: you are an idiot. Thanks for watching. Hit like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't. If you're lost, watch my last video for context. Huge shout out to channel members and patrons who help me keep doing what I love, calling out idiots on the internet.